You can tell yourself that you're someone else. We're gonna get down tonight, party on into the morning light, dance off into the pale moonlight. We're gonna get down tonight till everybody's gone on home and you and I are left all alone. We're gonna get down, 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 down tonight.
The sound you hear is Justin Trawick in The Common Good. He's an award-winning local songwriter and band leader whose music ranges from folk, bluegrass, to acoustic, funk, and hip-hop. He's here today on The Sound. Hello everyone, I'm Britt Waters and welcome to The Sound Today. An award-winning songwriter plays everything from bluegrass to hip-hop, and his band, The Common Good, joins us. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, Britt.
Okay, so can you introduce The Common Good, your band members?
On upright bass, we have Brian Farrow, and mandolin, we have Jack Dunlap, wearing the nice jacket.
Oh, I like it.
This is Matvey Sigaloff playing the violin. And last but not least, with the beautiful shirt from the Congo, this is Bobby Birdsong playing the pedal steel guitar.
Awesome. And why the name The Common Good?
I'm a Virginian. I grew up in Leesburg, Virginia, and I've always just been a very big fan of my state, and Virginia is a commonwealth, and I looked up the definition of commonwealth, and somewhere in the definition of commonwealth was to do something for the common good, and so I wanted to incorporate my state, so Justin Trawick and the Common Good.
I like it, and they say Virginia's for lovers. Are you going to bring some love to the soundstage today?
That's right. We're going to start with a song called This Is Love, actually.
Oh, I like it. Perfect. Take it away.
Awesome. Sit alone on the pavement, I think about all the ways that your day went. Sideways, backwards, upside down. Can't get much worse than it is now. When you don't know how you got here, and you don't know how you leave here. Hats off to the first responders, send them out of that, cause your heart's no longer. You never thought it'd ever get to this, and you never even thought that you'd ever even kiss. You live a life in a dream full of potholes, tear the car up, but the road's still beautiful. I wanna tell you I really love the way you don't stay mad at me, babe, even though I'm not perfect today. And I remember when we used to say, this is love, this is love, this is love. Hold on to something and hope it won't break. This is love, this is love, this is love. You got a heart like a stone, try to warm it up, but I'd always stay cold. To the day that you met and the rain and the cold went away like a Tom Cruise movie. Hell yeah, what are all your fears? What are all the things that'll get us through the years? Let's play a game called Tell Me What You're Thinking. Don't look now, neither one of us is blinking. I called you up today for no good reason, to simply say, ooh, I was thinking of you. Ooh, I was thinking of you, and I want you all to know that when I wrote this simple song, ooh, I was thinking of you. Ooh, I was thinking of you, and I remember when we used to say, this is love, this is love, this is love. Hold on to something, now hope it won't break. This is love, this is love, this is love. Time check, good, we're still here. All I have for go get us in the clear. We live a life in a sea full of icebergs. Speed the motor up, run into them head first. You are who I want to see every single morning waking up next to me. And I think way back on the things that we said about how we never ever let it go to our heads in. I remember when we used to say, this is love, this is love, this is love. Hold on to something and hope it won't break. This is love, this is love, this is love. Do it again. I remember when we used to say, this is love, this is love, this is love. Oh, hold on to something and hope it won't break. This is love, this is love, this is love. Hurting the back street, bouncing to the backbeat. The whole neighborhood's moving like a track meet. Come on, baby, come on and see the show. We got food from 30 different countries. We got booze from 20 different families. We got time, and it's all we need. It's been 10 long years since we tried. It's been 10 long years, oh right. You can tell yourself that you're someone else. We're gonna get down tonight, party on into the morning light, dance off into the pale moonlight. We're gonna get down tonight till everybody's gone on home and you and I are left all alone. We're gonna get down, 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 down tonight. You wanted something, I wanted someone. We made a deal and it ended getting no one. You ran away even though you never really left. Time moves slowly and even backwards. I did some things that I'd rather not remember. The darkest days that I'd ever had. Still the world turns round and round, and the sky's not falling down. You can tell yourself that I'm someone else. We're gonna get down tonight and party on to the morning light, and dance off into the pale moonlight. We're gonna get down tonight till everybody's gone on home and you and I are left all alone. We're gonna get down, 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 down tonight. Oh, oh, We've gotta move on, the chapter's over and the train is since song gone. I wanna write a new story now. I think you want to, I think we need to. The pain is over and I think we really have to scream out loud, I won't be held down. So open up your eyes, everything will be alright. We can be ourselves, 'cause we got no one else. We're gonna get down tonight, party on into the morning light, dance off into the pale moonlight. We're gonna get down tonight, so everybody's gone on home and you and I are left all alone. Hey! We're gonna get down, 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 down tonight. We're gonna get down tonight, down tonight, down, 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 down tonight. We're gonna get down tonight, down tonight. Oh, down, 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 down tonight.
When we come back, Justin Trawick shares what it's like to be one of Washington's rare full-time singer-songwriters. Stick around for the sound. Welcome back to The Sound. I'm Britt Waters, here with the award-winning singer-songwriter Justin Trawick, the man who once did a Whitney Houston cover to I Want to Dance with Somebody. You do it all.
Yeah, we actually played I Want to Dance with Somebody outside of Rose's Luxury in D.C. on the Marine Barracks.
That's so cool. I love that place.
Yeah, people were just standing in line. There was like 50
Yeah.
people. They were going to be in line for an hour. And we just thought we'd entertain them. And someone happened to film it, and it went semi-viral on Facebook and YouTube. And it was pretty cool.
I love that. There is always such a long line at Rose's Luxury. I wish you could do that every time I'm waiting in line.
Well, you let me know next time you go to Rose's, and we'll meet you out there.
Okay, can you get a performance here real quick?
Absolutely.
So you have a mix of so many different genres. How would you describe your sound?
I mean, I say Americana first and foremost because of the fact that the instrumentation is of an Americana genre with upright bass and mandolin, fiddle, pedal steel, acoustic guitar. But with that said, I like to keep it fun. I grew up listening to all kinds of music, and so I incorporate other styles like hip hop and like bluegrass and somewhere in between with funk and rock and roll with our instrumentation. You know, we tend not to have drums because I'm a pretty percussive player, so you know, what you see is about all of us at the same time, and it's really been fun. It's a way for us to not get bored. If we go from one genre to the other, back and forth for one of our local shows here in DC, we're always being kept on our toes.
And I can tell why you guys are performing that you're passionate about the music that you're doing.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I've known all these guys for a really long time, and I've been writing since I was 13. I never wanted to be a cover band, but if we're going to be a cover band, we're going to turn songs into our own style.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
like, we do I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, but we do it as like a bluegrass song. Or, doing those songs those different ways enables us to reach an audience that would normally not have liked us.
Wow. So how can you guys be creative together? I mean, you've been working together for 10 years. Does it ever have any conflict? What are the pros and cons?
I play a ton. I play a lot. I play 15 shows a month, if not more. And so I have a lot of different people that come in and out. So if anybody ever gets tired, they can take a break. And I have a couple other guys that play with me. No, there's no conflict. We've all been friends for a really long time. So the only conflict I've ever had is with drummers.
Oh gosh.
Drummers, and I don't know why. That's why we don't have drums.
Uh-oh. I used to be a drummer, so hopefully we still get along. Yeah, hopefully we still get along.
I might pick drums back up. We'll see.
Okay, maybe. Call me if you do.
All right.
So, but you guys have definitely played so many different instruments and so many different things. How do you keep it like signature? What's your signature sound?
I think the signature sound is honestly almost not having a signature sound. I think the fact that we don't really have a particular genre that we're sticking to, short of the instrumentation. You know, we're doing songs in like a bluegrassy way, but we're a fake bluegrass band. We're not a real one, and every bluegrass player who knows that fact.
Okay.
I think by making things fresh every night, we don't play the same song twice every other the following day. We have one song can be played as a hip hop song, a reggae song, a bluegrass song, a slow ballad, and it just depends on the audience. It depends on how we're feeling as a band or what the instrumentation is that night.
Wow, so you've turned this passion into a full-time job. What do you say to those musicians out here that say you have to go to New York, LA, Chicago, Atlanta, because you've made it work right here in the DC area?
DC is an amazing place as a musician to work as a musician. In DC, where the government is, people aren't losing their jobs, or there's a little bit more of a flourishing economy here than basically the rest of the country. And there's all kinds of events and organizations and bars and venues that are looking for music. And so my home base is here. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I grew up in Leesburg, and I live in Arlington now. And this whole area is an amazing place to work and play and make fans. And then I also go to New York, and I go to Philly, and I go out to LA and Austin and Nashville. But this is my home base because this has been a really good place for me.
And DC artists seem to be so connected with each other, always promoting each other, always helping each other. A lot of different people we've had on the sound have mentioned each other's names. It seems like kind of a family vibe. Yeah,
absolutely. And there's all kinds of organizations and events that help cultivate that. I actually run something called the 9 Songwriter Series, which is me and 8 other singer-songwriters on one night where we collaborate and make up music on the spot. It started out as a show that was just kind of a little side project in 2008, and now plays the Kennedy Center once a year, and we play the City Winery in New York and World Cafe in Philadelphia, and we've had shows in San Francisco and LA and San Diego, a monthly residency in New Orleans, and that's a way for 9 people who normally wouldn't play together otherwise to suddenly be sharing a stage together.
And during this music hustle, which it is, you're managing yourself, you're helping out other people. What's a lesson that you learned that you can share with other upcoming DC artists?
You just have to always be humble. The humbleness is key. You're gonna meet a lot of people that quickly go past you. You know, there are people on the radio that we all know that have done my show, The 9, and you know, and I'm proud of them. You know, there's no place in this world to be bitter or not humble. You have to just be excited about life.
Wow. I like that. And I could tell in your music because, like you said earlier, it is about love. What's more important, the lyrics or the music?
I think it's just the presentation.
Wow. All of it?
Yeah, I think it's how you play it.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
You get your inspiration from past relationships, from other people, from watching TV and movies. Like, I've always been a relatively emotional person. I'm able to turn on the television and have a 30-second commercial be halfway over, and I can figure out a way to shed a tear. You know, there is something to be said about emotional storytelling, and it doesn't matter what the story is. If you know how to tell it, then it can be captivating.
Do you like to record in studio, or once I heard that you did a whole album from a live performance. Is that true, by the way?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of live albums. That's not a new thing, but we are a live band. So we just recorded a new record. It's called the Riverwash EP, and I'm super proud of it. But at the end of the day, my band has probably practiced over a 10 or 11 year time span. We have probably practiced 5 times, and there's no hyperbole. That's true.
Are you serious?
It's because we just play so much. None of us want to practice anyway.
Yeah.
We play so much that we work out new songs we were working out songs when we got here today, you know.
Wow.
And a couple gigs in, a new song will be good.
Wow, that's natural talent. I want to get back to that live performance because you guys are so much fun to watch. So when we come back, we're going to turn up the sound once again with Justin Trawick and the Common Good. Welcome back to The Sound. Britt Waters here with Justin Trawick and the Common Good. Now, the next song is off the upcoming River Wash, right?
Yeah, the River Wash EP. This song is called All the Places That I've Been. This song is inspired by my 98-year-old grandmother,
Wow.
who, it's not about my family, but she told me all kinds of, I was her only grandchild and she's my only grandparent. And as a kid, she told me all kinds of amazing stories about the greatest generation, the World War II generation. And so a few years ago, I wrote this song kind of in response to hearing all those great stories from her.
Well, can you take us on her journey?
Sure.
Thank you.
And I feel my mind is failing, and I think my skin is growing thin. And I wonder if I'll remember all those places I've been. And I ain't walked tall in ages, and my back just don't bend that way. And my hair was once receding, but now it's all gone away. And I was born in Oklahoma, on a farm outside of town. And I spent my days out wandering in the fields behind our house. And I wondered what was out there beyond the fences of our home. And I left town for the army when I turned 18 years old. And I remember what it felt like as I raced onto the shore. The cool breeze and the salt air, June 6th, 1944. I watched my friends get mowed down by the Mausers on the hill. I don't know how I made it, but I thank God that I did. I found myself near D.C. when the war was finally done. And I got myself a family, a wife and 3 young little ones. And I ran for public office, becoming mayor of my town. And my parents stood right by me, and my wife said she was proud. And we lived through the Truman Doctrine as Jackie took the field. And the Rosenbergs were sentenced, and segregation was repealed. And Rosa sat in silence, and Elvis sang a song. And the Cuban Missile Crisis marked the final days of John. And the Beatles crossed the ocean, and Dr. King was shot and killed. And Nixon left his office, oh, as the radio star was killed. And the Challenger exploded, and Oklahoma kids and call mine. The New York City's finest and bravest of them all climb the city's towers minutes before they fall. And I remember what it felt like as my family stood and stared, because my son was of the bravest with those heroes climbing stairs. So I feel my mind is failing, and I think my skin is growing thin. And I wonder if I'll remember all those places I have been.
Yeah.
Woo!
Tell me your name, talk to me slow. I got all the time in the world. Where have you been? Where did you go? No, I don't think I've seen that girl. You're running away, you're leaving this town. Can I get you a drink or two? What did you say? What did you do? Did he really want to marry you? Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. Not the right side, not the wrong side, just the bright side, yeah! I heard you were broke, so come and sit down. We could all use a friend or two. What did you say? How did it go? Why did it end so very soon? I ordered some food, so eat what you want. Tell me the things you meant to say. I like the first part, at least what you meant. I think I just worded differently. Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. Not the right side, not the wrong side, just the bright side. I've got something that we don't see coming. We've all been running when we started out walking. We've all got time, but time's not standing still. The days seem long till the days get shorter. The lights seem bright till the lights get darker. And you hold your head up high and say you will. Just try harder. I heard that you won, I think that that's great. What do you do with the money you made? Invest in some stocks or learn a new trade. Play and pull, but you buy the first game. You came out ahead, so help by your friends. Money we lose, but friends to the end. Tell me the time, I think that I'll go. It was nice to meet you all. Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. Just look on the bright side. And not the right side, not the wrong side, just the bright side, yeah! Oh, come bright side. Just the 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 bright side.
Woo! Thanks so much to Justin Trawick and The Common Good, and of course to all of you watching. We'll see you again on the next edition of The Sound. Good job, guys. You ready to do this?
All right, right feet.
All right.
Put your right foot in, put your right foot out, put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the whole fucking jump around.
That's what it's all about. Woo!
All right.